write the project? The script?
Well, I write in a very strange way. I mean, I'm not that strange, but I put everything up on index cards, and like everybody does. And I pretty have a very good idea of where I'm going, and I've done so much of it that I know if I'm going too long. And so then I write very quickly. I write a script in about 10 to 15 days. And then I'll spend months rewriting it. I went through, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I went through the alphabet twice. So that I went draft A, B, C, D, to Z, and then I started A, B, B, C, C. And sometimes the drafts would not change a great deal. But I found over the years it gives me a sense of safety if I save each draft and I know it's there without being changed. And actually I love rewriting. I'm kind of obsessive about it. And I think particularly in a thriller you kind of want to kind of make sure that everything is kind of laid out in a way that keeps you going. And also, as you know, there's a lot of dialogue in the film. And you try it and you play with it and polish it and hope that it works.
Do you always know your ending when you start?
Pretty much.
As they say you're supposed to. I'm a writer, so I ask. It's interesting to me to know if you already plan it out, or does it change as your story progresses?
No, in this case I knew it was going to end the way it did, and I hope none of you will reveal that ending, because I think it's kind of important not to know. But I knew that's what, and I knew I'd get a lot of pressure to alter things, and but I fought that out, and I was very lucky to have two good producers who supported me.
Who allowed you
to
go with your vision.
Yeah.
It was an interesting ending. I wasn't sure which way it was going to go.
Oh, good. That was the plan.
It was not predictable. I'm glad to see you look normal, because you played a really scary guy in this picture. When you play a character like that, how long does it stay with you afterwards?
About an hour.
Really? You can leave it? You can leave it just like that?
Yes, because first of all, my family was down there, so I think if you're sort of having a lonely existence and you're, then maybe it sticks with you longer. But you know, if you're playing a guy like this, you go home and see your, baby. You're not gonna.
And you detach immediately. Oh, your family was there for the whole shoot, is that what you're saying? Oh.
Yes, but also I think it's a little different from my money, I think, in theater than in film, because in film you're constantly turning it on and off all day. I mean, I've never worked with Daniel Day-Lewis, so I certainly hear those stories, which I don't know how you go home and do you have your kids call you Bill the Butcher? I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
but it works for him. The guy's unbelievable.
Yours is an infant. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, the other one's fine. So anyway, so yeah, in movies that you're constantly stopping and starting, so it doesn't really wear on me. I want to get rid of it.
I would think that you would, but
yeah.
Do you find it hard to get into the mode, or is that just the talent of acting? That's part of what it is.
I mean, I think you prepare, you read, you study, you talk, you listen. I read a lot of the Bible, the Old Testament specifically, as you probably can imagine. Not so much a New Testament guy.
Yeah.
And that really supported his theories, which is unbelievable to say, but it's really true.
It's a frightening thing.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Well, you were great, by the way. It was a great film, and your part was wonderful.
Thank you.
So, are you familiar with the expression "to die for"?
Yes.
That's you.
I've never quite used it in the way of this film, but...
When you first read the script, did you like your part right away?
Yeah, I was very intrigued by her, and especially at that time had never played a part like that before. So I felt...
Are you talking about the duality of the character, like having to repress the
just
wild
the
complexities,
side of it? As a younger woman, I might not have understood them in the way that I kind of I think the thing that resonated so much with me after having made this film was this idea that in life we're so quick to judge others, like, oh, look what he's wearing, or what he believes in, or that's weird, or you have all these thoughts about people,
Mhm.
but yet you really have no idea what someone has been through and who they are, and life is long and complicated, and a lot of things happen, and you know, particularly with religion and politics, you know, our beliefs. Some people have very strong beliefs, and you might not always understand them, but I recognized in my character and in myself and just whatever went on in that month in Louisiana that we're all just trying to kind of cope in life and find a way through good and bad situations, and those beliefs that these characters have. I mean, like Gavin has the belief that he has because of loss and pain that he's been through. Maybe he's lost a belief in something bigger than himself because he's so hurt. And then Patrick's character has the sort of opposite thing where he's put all his focus and his intention in sort of redeeming himself through this religion. And I don't know, I found it quite, it changed how I'm not as quick to judge people in the same kind of way.
Really, it's very interesting. The film changed you in some way.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting
Well, it opened my
concept.
eyes for sure. Yeah.
Because I asked him how long he kept that character with him afterwards, because he played such a strong character. When you play somebody who's so over the edge, I would think that it stays with you after, you know, after the film is over. And he said his children, his family helped him get over that. How was that with you? Do you keep a character with you?
Yeah, I mean, coming home from filming is always intense, and not only because of being another person and playing that character, but because, you know, you're working so intensely for nothing else exists in your world but making that movie. So when that's over, you definitely feel a sense of loss or readjustment for sure. And it does take a while to shed being in that headspace of somebody else all the time. It's also really exciting and great to, you know, be done with it and move on.
Do you know that Shana means beautiful in Hebrew?
I did not know that. I didn't do my
Yes.
homework.
Shana Punim.
Wow.
That's very, very fitting. Very nice. Yes. I should have asked Matthew if he used that purposely.
That I wonder.
Yeah, because it's not a common name. Shana.
We'll ask.
Have you ever seen the movie Milo?
I have not.
It's about a magical little boy. It's something, I know you have a son named Milo.
I do.
Yeah,
I
you would
didn't
love
know there
it.
was a
Yeah,
movie.
it's a fabulous, fabulous movie.
I'm gonna look it up
You should
when I
definitely.
get home tonight.
Yes.